Ladies and gentlemen, US President Mr. Donald Trump, he walked into a place where very few foreign leaders were ever invited. No, we are not talking about Great Hall of the People, not a normal diplomatic venue, but Zhongnanhai, China's hidden political nerve center, a heavily guarded leadership compound behind the forbidden city where China's top Communist Party leadership works and they live. And this meeting, it was not just diplomacy. It was symbolism, carefully choreographed symbolism. Mr. Xi Jinping, he personally walked Mr. Trump through ancient imperial gardens filled with century-old trees. In fact, at one point, Mr. Xi reportedly told Mr. Trump that these trees are over 200 to 300 years old. After that, Mr. Trump asked, "They live that long?" Then Mr. Xi, he calmly replied that some trees inside the compound are over 1,000 years old. Now, this may sound like a casual conversation, but in Chinese political culture, symbolism matters a lot. Mr. Xi was subtly projecting the image of a civilization that thinks in centuries, not election cycle. Ancient trees, imperial history, long continuity, that was the message here. And then came another revealing moment. Mr. Trump reportedly asked Mr. Xi whether many foreign leaders had ever visited this place or not. He replied very rarely. And then he mentioned Mr. Vladimir Putin. Again, that was not accidental. It cannot be. China was signaling who it considers part of its trusted inner diplomatic circle. This place is often compared to the White House or Kremlin. But unlike those places, China almost never uses it for any diplomatic optics. Well, the compound, it carries a lot of political meaning because it has been home to Chinese power for decades now, from Mao's to modern Communist Party leadership. And while the visuals looked very peaceful, roses, lakes, ancient pathways, tea ceremonies, the actual discussions, they were deeply serious. Taiwan was reportedly placed at the center of the talks. Mr. Xi warned that disagreements over Taiwan could lead to clashes and conflicts. Iran, it was another major issue. Mr. Trump later claimed Mr. Xi agreed not to supply military equipments to Tehran. Oil routes, sanctions, and Strait of Hormuz, they were also part of the discussion because China depends heavily on the West Asian energy supply. This is what is making this whole meeting so fascinating. On the surface, it looked calm, elegant, but beneath the smiles, two superpowers were quietly discussing global war. In fact, military escalation, geopolitical survival, and tonight the world is paying close attention because when Washington and Beijing speak carefully, global markets, militaries, and allies, they listen very carefully. And while Mr. Trump and Mr. Xi, they smiled for cameras in Beijing, back in Washington, America's own lawmakers, they were demanding answers about a conflict many fear could spiral out of control.